What do you think about Sam Sulek?
I knew for a fact that when he had that big blow up, I knew it was going to crash.
Imagine saying he crashed out. Sam Sulek crashed out. He just got his pro card. Coach Greg, in today's video, Sam Sulek is crashing out, at least in the words of none other than Jesse James.
What do you think about Sam Sulek?
I've interacted with him a few times, messaged him a few times, left me on red, no big deal, twice. Then in person was totally a normal, chill dude. He got his head down, he just does his thing. I don't think he's really in it for like fame or money or anything. I mean, he doesn't really talk to anyone besides like the real bodybuilders. I knew for a fact that when he had that big blow up, I knew it was gonna crash.
Jesse's experienced the same thing that everyone has. Sam Sulek doesn't get back to people in DMs, but when you talk to him one-on-one, he's one of the most chill, normal guys, great guys that you'll ever meet. He does, however, have a soft spot for hardcore bodybuilders. And so, for example, Urs Kalasensky, Jay Cutler, and others, he absolutely will listen to them. But Sam, he doesn't care about the fame. He doesn't care about the money. He just wants to be a freaking bodybuilder. And that's why people love him. But Jesse's saying, look, with that huge rise, one of the greatest we've ever seen of all time, it's going to come with a crash. And so has he in fact crashed out? And looking at the numbers, we all knew that he could only continue to rise so fast. At a certain point, it's going to come to a halt. And so if you look at the amount of subscribers he's getting, of course it wasn't going to continue forever. He wasn't going to continue to get 500,000 more followers each and every month, but he is still continuing to rise, only a little bit more slowly. But how many views is he getting on his videos? Well, I looked in the last month, and the majority of views are somewhere between 50 and 150,000, with the occasional one that goes viral, like when he was training with Urs Kalasensky. Show me the legs.
Show the legs, bro. Show the legs.
And you're thinking, that ain't all that much, 100,000 views. Will Tennyson, Jesse James, they're getting perhaps 2 million views for each and every video. They're 20 times more popular, despite the fact that Will has fewer subs than Sam Sulek, and Jesse James, well, he does have about 7 million. But here's the thing. Will and Jesse post way less frequently than Sam. Jesse, for example, has only posted 6 videos in the last 3 months. That's an average of about 1 every 2 weeks. And so in Jesse's last 2 videos, in the last month, he's gotten about 4.2 million views in the entire month from all the videos that he's posted. Now, of course, some of the older videos, they continue to get views, but in comparison, Sam has almost gotten as many views as Jesse. He's just done so by posting more frequently. And so rather than everyone watching one video, it's being spread out amongst 30. This is exactly what's happening on my channel. People are saying, oh, you're only getting 100,000, 200,000 views per video. But remember, I'm posting over 500 per year. It's a lot of videos. Has he actually been crashing out? I don't think so. Let's compare Sam to the GOAT. It's Chris Bumstead. I've stated in the past that Sam Sulek is the replacement of C-Bum. Not in terms of the fact that I don't think he'll win as many Olympias, but in the fact that that is the people that people are going to go to, that they're going to watch when it comes to bodybuilding. Chris Bumstead, let's compare his views in the last month. In the last month, C-Bums posted 4 videos. It's double Jesse, but a lot less than Sam Sulek. And in those 4 videos, he's amassed fewer than 1 million views. And so if Sam Sulek has crashed out, how are we going to label C-Bum? C-Bum has 6 Mr. Olympia titles. He just recently retired. He's done what no one else could do. He competed in Classic, competed in Open. He's a freak, over 25 million followers on Instagram alone. And Sam has over 3 times more views than him. And Sam has crashed out. And so people are criticizing him for not having as many views as he once had at his peak. This is ridiculous. We all know that certain periods of the year, you're going to get more views than others. And so, for example, when Sam Sulek was competing in his very first competition, when he competed for his IFBB Pro card, he had more views than ever. It's exciting. Sam is a bodybuilder, and so when he competes in a bodybuilding competition, that's when you're all going to watch him. Chris Bumstead's a bodybuilder. And so when he was competing at the Olympia, that's when everyone watched him. That's when he gained the most amount of followers. And so Sam isn't crashing out. He's in his off season when he's trying to grow, trying to bulk. When he competes against next year, perhaps at the Arnold's, people are going to come flock to him in droves. It's going to be insanity. He's going to be the most important, most talked about bodybuilder competing in his first IFBB Pro show. Bro, he is still climbing. Literally no crash at all. Are you really crashing out when you're continuing to climb? I mean, I get this comment all the time. Coach Greg is a has-been. No one watches him anymore. This old man, who cares? Getting 20 million views in a month. When I was at my peak, in my prime, I was getting 20 million views a month. And so how is it that I've crashed out when at 49, I'm getting the same views as when I started? There's nothing wrong with maintenance. I'm trying to gain in my YouTube. Sam Sulek wants to be a professional athlete bodybuilder, not Jesse James West. Imagine saying he crashed out. Sam Sulek crashed out. He just got his pro card. He set out and done every single thing he set out to do. Was any of those to get 5 million followers, 10 million followers? None of them were. Was any of it to make millions of dollars? I don't think so. All he wants to do is put on muscle and get jacked and compete as a bodybuilder, of which he's done in spades. And so a more accurate prescription perhaps would be Sam Sulek took over. Sam Sulek, he popped off and stayed on top. He ran it up, went viral, and stayed on top. Crashing out somehow signifies he went on the decline, that he's somehow a has-been, that people aren't talking about him as more. He's all washed up. He's on the top and staying there. Crash, you mean him getting his pro card? Because Sam isn't interested in, I spent 24 hours with Sam Sulek and this is what happened gone wrong. It makes me respect Sam even more, to be honest. This comment, I think it's very important. It says, out of context heavily. The next words he said were, well, not crash. Jesse is not saying that he crashed out. He's just saying that the amount of followers that he was gaining at the speed of which it was gaining, it couldn't continue forever. I mean, if he did, he'd literally be Mr. Beast, and no one expected Sam Sulek to have more followers than Mr. Beast. And so, of course, he peaked. But he got to the top and he stayed there. Remember, oftentimes it's harder to stay the king of the mountain. You've already accomplished it. You've already won. To stay there, it's even harder as everyone is fighting to get in your position. Nixing those next few seconds basically turned this into slander of Jesse James West. And so it's important to know this. Jesse James is not saying that Sam Sulek has crashed out. I'm not saying that Sam Sulek has crashed out. Some very low subscriber website is saying that Sam Sulek has crashed out and using Jesse James in order to do so.
I knew it was going to crash. Not crash. I knew it was going to go down and have a maintenance level.
And so this is the problem with social media. People take things out of context. They use straw man arguments. They take whatever you said, twist it all around, and only show parts of what you're saying in order to make a video go viral. Did he just say Sam crashed? Bro is Jelly James West. He didn't mean crashed. He was trying to express himself, and he meant he peaked. And so he corrected himself. And so Jesse is not saying he crashed out. He's not jealous of Sam, although he's feeling a little bit perturbed that he left him on red. But hey, that's normal. I've also been left unread by Sam Sulek. But when you talk to him in person, he's all for it. And so some people, they just don't live on the internet. Not everyone is the same. And for example, just because somebody doesn't want to talk to you, that doesn't make them a bad person. Some people are introverted, others are more extroverted. And so just because somebody's not talking up a storm when they're talking to you, it doesn't mean they're not cool, that they're not chill. They might just be a little bit nervous. They perhaps have met you for the first time. They value their privacy. And so just because they don't act the way you want them to act, that they're not exactly like you, doesn't mean that they're wrong. Clicked off the short, watch the full clip. It's way out of context here. How did it crash? Jesse's trying to start beef. Classic YouTube cast for clout, hoping Sam will say something in his next videos. Jesse's not doing this. The people who are clipping it are doing this. This is oftentimes what people do with other people's videos. videos. Sam fell off, bro. And so, for example, I can be accused of this all the time. I will literally put in the title something that somebody has said. Sam Sulek fell off. And so I'm reading the comments, and this is what's at the start of the video. And so you think, oh, Greg is a hater. He's picking on that person who's overweight competing. But in reality, I'm reading your comments. That's right. You who watch this, you're the ones writing this. I'm simply reading them, and then I explain what's happening during the video. And so in this video, am I shitting on Jesse James West? Am I saying Jesse's a bad person? Jesse has to make himself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or am I saying Jesse said this, but it was taken out of context. You missed the next sentence, and Sam Sulek hasn't actually crashed out? Because trust me, a lot of people will say these comments, Sam Sulek's not getting as many views as he was, and so he's not as cool, he's not trending, he's crashed out. He fell off. He's still getting a ton of views. He posts every single day. People continue to watch him. And so he literally is still at the very top. He doesn't get 1 million views a video now. One last point. When you only have 10 videos to choose from, or let's even make it 100, the chances of somebody watching one of those videos, it's, well, 1 in 10 or 1 in 100. But let's say you have 1,000 videos or even more. The odds that they're going to watch any of those videos, it continues to get smaller. The views get spread out amongst hundreds and or thousands of videos. And so when you see a YouTuber not getting as many views as they once did, it doesn't mean they fell off. It just means that perhaps more people are watching a different variety of videos. And speaking of crashed out, the last time we dropped Turk Builder Max, the friggin' system had crashed. So many people went to buy this at the same time that the system, it literally crashed. It couldn't keep track of it. Guys, we have 50,000 people on the VIP list. 50,000 people, as soon as we drop this, get an instant notification. And so the last time we had over 8,000 people in 8 minutes trying to buy Turk Builder Max. This has been selling like no other. If you want the supplement that's taken the world by storm with 100% money back guarantee and a $20 gift card with multiple third-party tests proving it's from Uzbekistan, it's not the copycat plant, it's actual Ajuga turkistanica. Will Tennyson using this product and many others. And so if you want to stay natural, remember you can use this in drug-tested sporting competition. Code Greg, 15% off. Click the link in the description to get on the VIP list to get notified as soon as it's in stock. And of course, if you're interested in coaching plans by me and my team, that includes phone consults with me on the phone, FaceTime, unlimited text messages, and weekly check-ins, of course, with the diet and the training plans included, everything at much cheaper prices that many of you can afford. Click the link in the description and apply right now. The cookbooks, the training books, and the brand new pre-workout signature series. We got all the flavors. They're sitting on my desk here. Beautiful colors. We got the Blue Lobster, we've got Janicki's Juice, and we've got Hussein Mode. 9 or 10 out of 10, everyone has given this, and so buy them all. They are amazing. Code Greg, 15% off. And until next time, I am out.